Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today in the cave we're going to talk about the Millennium Falcon. And on my right hand shoulder is the awesome Legacy Millennium Falcon. Here in the cave we have actually done two videos on this vehicle. The first one was actually a straight unboxing about a year ago. Me and the boys had some great times, and then a few months later we did a comparison video of this Falcon here and versus the sail barge. At least with the viewers on our channel, the Falcon was the winner between those two. Is this thing being replaced? Well, yesterday the Star Wars Vintage Collection Galaxy Edge Millennium Falcon arrived, and we're gonna unbox that today, and we're gonna compare both of them. And the boys are gonna be here and see what they think, and you guys are gonna help us with comments below and let us know what you think. But all this is coming up in the next Action Figure Cave video. So here is the Vintage Collection box that the Falcon comes in. The box that we had on the previous footage was the shipping box. There is the Disney Galaxy Edge logo. The box did suffer some damage right here in the corner, so that's unfortunate, but all in all, not too bad. I do like the box art. I think it's really cool. I would definitely prefer a 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back box, but nevertheless, pretty cool. And here's the side of the box. This comes with the Chewbacca figure and the Hondo figure and then a few porgs right there. So I think it's time to unbox this. So it took me and Dylan quite some time to apply the stickers on the new Falcon. This is what everyone's waiting for. Side-by-side comparison of the two Falcons. So it's kind of hard to capture the differences from a distance on the camera. but we're gonna do a side-by-side close-up here. So this is the new Galaxy Edge Falcon, and one of the biggest differences is the exterior, and it's the weathering. The paint apps on it is a lot different on this model here. So you can see some of the weathering marks here. You can see here some brush marks. So some nice weathering on this ship. So, but here kind of is the weathering here. You don't have that brush mark on here. Still pretty good weathering on the old one, on the Legacy one. But you can even see on this dish here. And you come over to the dish on the Galaxy Edge one, and you can see some nice weathering. It'll get better in the light here. Here we go. So I'm kind of going to walk around a little bit and, you know, show you some. Obviously we have nicely placed weathering right here. And then if you go to the same spot on the Legacy, you know, obviously that's not going to be here. And you have like these orange marks here. Like the paint here is a little darker on the Legacy. You can see the same paint app here. Yeah, lighter color. So, but the paint apps is really done really well on the new one, the Galaxy Edge. And you can see a lot of different. There's more awesome paint apps here. Looking sweet all around the Falcons. It is done really with great consistency all around. Here's some more awesome weathering and some more of the darker colors here. And I'm going to take you over to the Legacy Falcon right now, and you're going to see the differences in these marks here. This is the back of the ship. And then if you go back here, still have the marks, but just not as lighter. And then they have, you know, just the color orange here. You know, some dark grays, light gray, and you have no weathering on the light gray pieces. And you go here, get my microphone out of the way. You have, you know, so on the light color gray pieces, you have a lot of nice marks here. I'm trying to get that without getting blurry. There we go. I'm blocking the light. So here, here's the lighter color gray. That awesome weathering. So really, really good detailing, you know, compared to here. And this is the biggest difference for me. Another difference in the exterior is the dish here. You got the additional sequel trilogy dish right here. So I have it right in my hand. So with this one here, you get this, so you can switch it out, which is awesome because, I mean, I'm an original trilogy fan first, so I'm gonna use it just like this. But you know, once in a while, if it's like a anniversary or I don't know, I could throw this on and throw Ray in the cockpit and old hand, you know, and kind of do a Force Awakenings or something like that. Okay, so here are both vehicles with the tops off and the cockpit door open. So here is the Galaxy Edge interior, and you can see some differences right away from a distance. And then obviously you have the Legacy, and the biggest differences in the interior is right along here where the seating is. It's a different color. This is more like a light beige, and the same color here on the panels. And we kind of go over to the Galaxy Edge, and you see the seating is a darker kind of cream color. So that's really the biggest difference on the interior. Everything else pretty much is the same. Also the stickers are updated all around the interior. So I mean the sticker placement is pretty much the same, I think, because some of the stickers on my Legacy fell off. I just want to show you an example. So here are the stickers here on the, I don't know if I get a light in here. So here's the stickers on one of the panels. This is the side of the cockpit, the interior part of the cockpit. Well, actually the exterior part of the cockpit, excuse me, is the cockpit. And here is those stickers right here. And I'm going to swing it around here, and we're going to take a look at and here are the stickers. So I did update the stickers, which is pretty cool, I guess. Not huge differences in the interior. I mean, the interior on the Legacy is great, so there's no, like, I'm not complaining. I like this. I like the way this looks right here. You can see I can get a little close up. You see how the seating has not only color changes, but you have nice weathering in there. So that is really cool. And then again, we'll show let's get into there you go. So it's just more of a clean off-white color. So the exterior is definitely different, but not by a lot. Let's take a look at the cockpit now. So obviously the cockpits are going to be different, and obviously the figures are. I mean, we know that already, right? So here's the figures that come with the Galaxy Edge. You have Chewbacca and you have Hondo. In the Legacy edition, you have, I think, a much better Chewbacca, and then you have a really cool Han Solo figure. It comes with this little headpiece here, so definitely liking those figures better. Nothing against Hondo, but do like Hondo, but this is more of a Galaxy Edge kind of thing. Han Solo drives the Millennium Falcon. So, but for the cockpit, there is more room. There's definitely more room here for figures, especially in the front seats. I think the back is pretty much the same thing, but in the front here, you see Hondo has a lot of room there, where I think here seating is a little tighter. So let's take a look at the electronics and see what's the difference there. So let's take a look at the back. You know, obviously this is, you know, if you're a Legacy owner, this is one of the coolest things of the ship is how the engines light up here. And I'm gonna test it out for the first time side by side and see if there's a difference in the lighting. So, and there's a few buttons here, obviously, and these is where you get a lot of quotes from the movies. And also, you know, see that one lights up here. That's the Galaxy Edge. I can't really see if there's a difference in. This one seems Galaxy Edge looks to me. Yeah, it looks to be darker, brighter than this one here. I mean, obviously it's a newer ship. The batteries are both pretty new in both of them. This one, the batteries are brand new, and I just put batteries in this thing maybe a couple weeks ago. So, I'll do that again, because I kind of really, get a closer up. So this is the Galaxy Edge Falcon, and here is the Legacy. Definitely more brighter color. So another difference is the sound. So here's a switch here. That's on the Galaxy Edge, and if you switch it over to the right, you get the original trilogy phases, and then if you switch it over to the left-hand side, you get these Smuggler's Run, Hondo, and Galaxy Edge's phrases, where on the Legacy, it's just on and off. So I'm right here at the Legacy Falcon. I'm gonna show you some of the similar sounds from the original trilogy. So that starts the engine. You hold it in. You press it twice, you got the flyby engine sound. If I could do that again. Now you come over to the Galaxy Edge, and you're gonna start the engines, and we're gonna try that same roaring engine sounds here. This one is louder. The Galaxy one is, I think, louder. So here are the lights on the Galaxy Edge Falcon. These are a lot brighter than Legacy Falcon. They're really bright. And here is the lighting on the Legacy. So definitely not as bright. So the electronics are updated. So let's take a look at the sounds and lights in the cockpit. Get the same placement of the button for the Galaxy Edge compared to the Legacy. So you press this button here, and you get a whole bunch of get the lights, and you have the
switch over.
A lot of phrases from Han Solo.
Look like much, but you got it where it counts.
So really cool. So this is the Galaxy Edge cockpit. And then if you come swing over here, here's the Legacy. Here's that same placement of the button. And when I press this button here, we get the lights, but not the phrases. And the phrases might be when you're pressing more of these buttons here. And to be honest with you, we could be here for hours showing you all the different combinations. There's a lot of different combinations, but you know, this is a difference though. I mean, we're just pressing this button alone on the Galaxy, we're going to get lights and phrases, where over here, you're just getting the lighting effect. And as I said before, there's a button here on the Galaxy Edge, and you switch that over, then you're going to get some of the phrases from the Smuggler's Run Galaxy Edge Falcon. So you get the same, press the button once, and you get the little chewy sound and start up the engines. You get the roaring engine, and then you have, you don't have Han Solo speaking. You have Hondo. So that is the phrases for the Galaxy Edge.
Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. What do you mean, system failure?
So obviously you're not going to get this with the Legacy Falcon.
Well, that's not good.
So before I have the kids take over and take a look at both Falcons, there is very little differences in here in the escape pods. They both come with this. The only differences I see is in the back here. This is from the Galaxy Edge, the new release. It looks like it's a little more lighter gray or silver. And then here, you can see the difference right there. And then the red here is darker. And that. They both come with stickers, same stickers, in the same spots. Okay, so I just wanted to show the underneath side of the Falcon. So the Galaxy Edge still has really good weathering on the underneath part, and also the landing gears are a different shade of gray, so that's cool. But I'm really happy with the weathering underneath too. So like I said in the beginning, a lot of consistent, really nice weathering on this ship. So let's see some of the more of a closer look at the detail underneath the ship. Definitely, there's the underneath part of the cockpit, and then here we're going to move over to the Legacy, and yeah, no weathering at all, you know, on this ship here. And then you see the landing gear. You see the different shade of the light gray opposed to the dark gray here. So one thing that actually is a negative about both ships, actually, if you're a Legacy owner, you know the landing gear is very loose, and sometimes it pops off when you move the Falcon. And I was hoping that when I got the ship, they would fix that. So the only thing I really did is apply nicer paint. The landing gear is still pretty loose, and it still falls off. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's the same thing with the Legacy. I think they had a good opportunity to fix it, and especially when you charge that amount of money, you think they would fix it, but they didn't. One other thing I want to show you guys that's pretty consistent on both ships, and then kids will give their opinion and we will give our final thoughts. So one electronic feature that is consistent on both ships is the automatic ramp here. So both ships are the same, where you press the button here and you get that cool effect, and you get the lighting effect. So definitely one of my favorite parts of the ship. So now that we all got to play with both Falcons, first question is, which one do you guys prefer? Dylan?
I like the new one better because it has a lot more detailing, a lot more weathering, a lot more like electronic sounds, and they just sound better. So yeah, that's why I like it better.
Patrick?
I also agree with Dylan. I think the new one is a lot better. One of the first things I noticed was that the lights on the back were a lot more vibrant and a lot better than the old one. And for the same reasons, like Dylan with the weathering and all that stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, we all love the Legacy Falcon, but this is an upgrade, so obviously we're gonna like it better. But the question is, you know, if you have the Legacy Falcon, do you go out and spend the $400 to get the new one? Is that a good move? Is that something that we should do? We did it, but what do you think about it?
Well, I think you should because it's a very good upgrade. But then you can always just sell your old Millennium Falcon if you don't want it. But if you want both, that's okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't think it's worth the upgrade. I honestly think if you have the Legacy, if you could sell it, then yeah, go ahead, sell the Legacy and definitely pick up the Galaxy. If you don't own any of these ships and you want a Millennium Falcon, definitely go with the Galaxy, even though it's a high price, $400, but the Legacy is a lot of money too. It might have came down a little bit on price, but it's still a lot of money. So now the action figure Gabe has two of these, right? Oh, we're gonna keep both of them. What do you think, Patrick?
I think we should sell the Legacy one for some hot toys.
We do have a history with the Legacy because we had that in the box for a very long time. We finally unboxed it last year around this time on the channel. So it was one of my first videos. So definitely going to be hard to sell it, but I have somebody who's interested, and you know, like I said, we might pull the trigger. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let us know which one you prefer, which one you own, or you plan on getting the new one. And like always, thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of the weekend. And for now,
Go get yourself some
action figures for your Millennium Falcon.